Hello everyone, welcome back to Freshers Know channel. Today's video we are going to know about SAS programmer. So if you are a person who had already stepped into this career, well, this video also is going to be useful for you because this video is not only just going to cover up the basic foundational level of or the entry level job of an SAS programmer, but eventually how to elevate your career into this. The right set of skills which are required, and also what does this person do eventually in this professional career. All of this we are going to look into this video, plus you are also knowing about how they are being paid so that you can get a brief idea how you will be also paid in the near future. Without wasting a time, we would be now heading over to the definition part, which is going to be as follows. An SAS programmer typically programs, develops, maintains and also validates data structures and also the software. So here again you would be knowing about the documentation plus the reporting part of the raw data analysis. So raw data analytics is going to be the mere foundational level of an SAS programmer. This can involve statistical analysis, reports, data sets, tables, figures and also listings. So this is how the job role is going to be further processed. If you want to have more basic view as to how they are being paid for the job role, we would now be heading over to the pay scales part. So this is just taken on an average basis, and also you would be knowing or having an idea as to how this programmer will be paid. The source that we have collected from is from PayScale, and SAS programmer in India on an average basis is being paid 5,64,000 per annum. Now looking over to the professional career graph or the pay by experience graph, as you can see, over the 4 years in the beginning, from the first year to the 4 years, you can see that there is only a leap of rise in the career growth. However, from 4 to 10 years in between, you can see an eventual rise of an SAS programmer. Why is it so? With the right set of skills to be implemented and various other job roles which you can interlink and network with will reach you there. So with that note, you also have to understand how major cities are paying you. So we would be knowing how location-wise pay scales are for an SAS programmer. The first city or the first place is going to be Mumbai, a place for major other opportunities is giving you 4,95,000 per annum. An SAS programmer in Bangalore is paid 6,27,000, reaching out to the average pays as well. The next place is Hyderabad. Over the south is considered to be the most prominent place, growing out your networks and also building up various other career opportunities through major companies here. In Hyderabad, 5 lakhs per annum is considered to be a pay for on an average pay of an SAS programmer. And in Pune, 5,87,000. You have got an idea how major cities are paying for an SAS programmer. Now we would be heading over to the next place, which is Noida, 4,50,000 per annum. And now that you have got an idea about how major cities are having its SAS programmers paid, now you would be knowing how companies are paying their SAS programmers, so that if you are landing in one of the companies which I am going to mention, you would eventually have that confidence to demand your pay if you are having the right set of skills. So at TCS, 4,86,000 is the pay which is paid to SAS programmers, and in Cognizant it is 5 lakhs per annum. In Accenture it is 3 lakhs per annum. Again, it's a good start off. And Capgemini it's 5,50,000 per annum. And in Wipro it is 4 lakhs per annum. So all of these companies which I have mentioned are the major companies when we look on an international basis as well. So with the right set of skills which you are going to implement, even if you are starting at an entry level, you should make sure that you are having the right amount of exposure and the right set of network that you have to be interlinking with. So that is where growth begins. So the growth begins also with skills. So if you want to implement or establish all of those, you need to have these skills to put into action. So some of the skills which I am going to mention are as follows. SAS, Microsoft Office, job control language, statistical analysis, etc. So these skills will be enabling you to interlink with the job roles, which I'm soon going to be discussing further. So what does this person actually do? Implement SEO strategies with target goals in mind, analyze page hits and other data, conduct keyword and market research, and serve as chief subject matter expert, everything with SEO, copy, edit, check branding, communicate, and also look forward for the needs of the writer and also the marketing specialist. So with one end to another end has to be taken up by an SAS programmer. In order to implement a productive and an efficient project, this SAS programmer has to be responsible in dealing with all of these particular tasks or the responsibilities on a day-to-day basis. So every company or organization which is dealing all of that needs an SAS programmer to run its network efficiently. So what does it take to become one, and what are the job roles? Both of these combined, you would be able to much betterly understand how those skills which we have already known to be implemented here. So SAS programmers need to have excellent computer skills with knowing about various and variety of computer programs and also SAS software in particular. You should be also knowing about various other trends, the market options, and various other patterns and technologies which are further emerging. These programmers would be also writing multiple computer programming languages, most commonly SQL and Visual Basic. So programming languages and its evolution has to be always intake on a day-to-day basis, has to be taken care of, has to be implemented by an SAS programmer. With that note, knowing about the job roles which are aligned with this, maintain and improve company-specific data management and other programs, knowing about the various other documentation or the reporting part, and this documentation or reporting part is going to be on raw data analytics. Produce data reports, tables, dictionaries and code lists, has to be prioritizing. Then develop data management plans, conduct data reviews and analysis in order to make sure that further steps or the decisions has to be taken by further networking projects has to be clear enough and much more specific oriented. Specific enough in order to make sure that whatever implementation that he or she is doing should be much evident, that should be non-error based. So that is how a person should be analyzing if you are stepping into or elevating your career as an SAS programmer. With that note, I hope you have understood as to how you can become one or how you can elevate your career as an SAS programmer. If you want more videos like this for just to get a brief idea before stepping into your career, consider subscribing because you might not be missing any of these career related videos, and do share it with your friends, whoever is looking forward or sorting out their professional life. Consider subscribing, and thank you so much for watching.